Q&A, Q&A, Q&A. Hello, Team Comer. So I asked you guys on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, even on Snapchat, if you had some questions for me. I haven't done a Askkomal video in a long time, and I thought it might be cool if I do it. So I don't really know if, like, because I'm sleeping, so I don't know if I snore or if I open my mouth when I sleep, but I don't think so, because whoever, if you go to like a family vacation or anything like that, you're essentially sleeping in the same room, so nobody has told me that I snore, so I'm assuming I don't. Okay, when I was young, I was weird, as usual, all of us are. And I used to take sugar, like granulated sugar, usual ones that you get. And I would put amchur, which is essentially mango powder. I would mix both of them together in a katori, 50 percentage, and I would just eat it. And whenever my mom was like, "Oh, are you hungry?" And I was like, yeah, I'm hungry for amchur and chini. So I think that was the weirdest thing that I ate, because yeah, I was very particular about taste, and I guess at that time I really want something tangy. I was never interested in makeup in general because nobody in my house does makeup. My mom doesn't do makeup. All of my cousins don't do makeup, and the majority makeup that we would do was at weddings, and that too just like a lipstick or kajal or something. And I think I started developing interest in makeup after I started my YouTube channel, because before that I was, anyways, not really writing about or doing videos about makeup a lot. I tried to dabble in different things, but fashion was the thing that was mostly interesting. I don't know. I guess it has to do with, I really don't know. Maybe I'm just one of those people that makes sense. And like a subconscious effect of like trying to make sense, because I know that you guys watch the videos, and if I don't make sense, then it all doesn't make sense, if you know what I mean. Oh my god, if I could make up one thing, I would most probably make up a non-fairness cream which you would apply, and it would give you confidence, and then you wouldn't have to apply a stupid fairness cream on your face ever again, and then nobody would buy fairness creams, and then everybody would be happy, and then I would be happy, and yes. I'm not flawless. I don't know if it's like facial flawlessness. That's genetic. So also I don't know if like flawless in attitude, bitches. I don't know what I would call it. I would definitely not call it with my name, because my name is like really generic, and there's just like so many people with my name. But I think I would definitely something to do with like confidence, or some like old world renaissance art name, most probably chiaroscuro or like something like that, something all like artsy fartsy. So oh my god, if I could genuinely spend a lot of time, it would either be a garden or a library. Out of like one out of those two, I would think garden, because even if it's like really hot, a garden with flowers is always, you know, nice. Also, ooh, can I also add the third one to the list? The National Art Museum, or the National Gallery of Art. I love that place. I've literally spent most of like my memorable times there. I spent my 22nd birthday there, and it's just really nice. I love art. I love being surrounded by art. I love appreciating art. I can't draw for shit though. I don't know. I guess thank you, mummy, papa. I think to all like aspiring bloggers, don't think, just do. Okay, that's what I think is necessary. If you think that you should do it, just start doing it. Don't wait for other people and their viewpoints about you trying to do something. I think I've said it in other Askkomal videos as well. My initial point of, not point, like I really wanted to be a professor, and I wanted to basically teach. Initially, when I was really young, let's say about like I don't know, from 12 or 13 years old, I actually wanted to be a performer. Like, I wanted to be a vocalist, and I would practice all these songs. I would just put a cassette of Whitney Houston in, and I would just sing. And I will always love you. I will always love you. That's what I was doing every single day. And I think I was really surprised that none of my neighbors came in and complained that I was singing so loud, because I would just like rip it, I was just like, ugh. I was really like, I really, really thought that I was going to be a performer, and I could feel it in my gut because I would always feel extremely comfortable on stage. Like, being on stage is actually one of the most calming experiences for me, which is really odd because it's completely the opposite for majority of the population. People don't like to be on stage, and for me, being on a stage is very cathartic. Like, when I'm on stage, I'm me. When I sing, I feel like I'm like, you know that, yeah. So genuinely, you can never be affected by what people are telling you. That's what works for me. Only when my mom or my dad or my friends, like really close friends, and my sister, only when my sister and all of these people tell me that I might be gaining weight and that might be bad for me, that's the only time that I actually take that in. All the other times that people are like, oh, you're so fat, you're so blah, 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 I just don't listen, because those people don't matter. Their viewpoint doesn't matter, because they're not saying it because they're concerned about you. They're just saying it because they have this like warped sense of self-righteousness, which is really sad. And they're not just saying it to you, they're most probably saying it to everybody else because they want to feel better about themselves, and chances are somebody has actually said that to them as well. I don't really think I would want myself to be anything else apart from what I am. Maybe I would want a flatter stomach. I actually look up to a lot of people from different fields. I think Maya Angelou, for her strength in the face of extreme abuse. She had to face a lot of shit in her life, and she went ahead and she was just an amazing person. The second one has to be Muhammad Ali, because when you see Ali move around, they used to call him they used to call it dancing, because Muhammad Ali used to just dance around, like, like that, around the ring. And he would that was a sort of a tactic to kind of piss off the person that was trying to hit him, and also it was a tactic which kind of gave him more leverage because he would just move around. And I think that's a really cool thing if you look at it from life's perspective, because there are a lot of people that try to mess up your life, and then you just, you know, roll with the punches. You hover like a butterfly and you sting like a bee. But I'd suggest you don't sting people, because then, like, yeah. My mom, because she just has crazy patience. Like, both my parents have crazy patience, and I really look up to that, because my dad is one of the people that they've actually like taught me how to be grounded. And even when I'm put in situations where people try to like blast off my ego, like, oh, you're such a big YouTuber, blah, 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 I know my ground level, and I know where I belong. I know exactly who I am, and I know getting numbers and becoming famous is not going to change that, because that's just the way I am. Like, I'm me. I'm more than the numbers that I am. I'm more than a pretty face. Although being a pretty face is not a bad thing, but still, you know. I really appreciate that about my parents, and I really, really wish that I could inculcate that. I mean, I have it in me, but I want it to be more. You know what I mean? My parents actually bought me my first camera, so they knew that I was going to make videos, and they would just chill. My dad was really excited. My dad has always supported me. Well, everybody supports me, and yeah, my parents have always like pushed us to do different things in life, and it's not like my parents were like, why do you want to do this, what do you want to do? It's like, okay, fine, because I've always been the kind that always does things like differently. So when I said I want a camera, my parents were like, why? And then I explained it to them, they were like, okay, sure. Why not? Oh, dude, this is a good question. Um, I would really like to swap lives with Betty White. She was one of the initial producers in Hollywood, and she's just a badass, okay? And I like that. And she's really old now, but I'm pretty sure when she started, she faced a lot of things in her life. And I would just love to know all of that and live through that. Well, in terms of male, I think who do I like? I really like Will Smith. He's one of the people that I really, really like. And in terms of female, maybe Kate Winslet. I'm not too sure. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me act a fool. I don't really like the concept of plastic surgery, I'll be very honest. My face and my body is the genetic coding of all of my ancestors, all our legacy. It's my parents' legacy, it's my heritage. And if I want to change something in that, I mean, obviously, I would like to not have high blood pressure, but physically, if I want to change something which wasn't even bothering me in terms of my health, I don't really think that that would be good for me. I don't really mind other people are doing it, so I don't really think I would. There's only one thing that I would even like comprehend if I wanted to do it. It would most probably be to remove the fat from my stomach because that stuff I don't want, okay? That's the sort of heritage that I don't want. I don't want that stomach. Yeah, I can't do that. My mom is in office, and if I do that, she'll most probably like, yeah. I like the fact that I'm pretty confident. I like the fact that I am funny sometimes, and I also like the fact that I also like the fact that I don't judge people before I meet them. I hate the fact that sometimes I can be a pushover. And sometimes I really am not a pushover. I do hate the fact that I'm a little extreme sometimes. And I also hate the fact that I'm extremely emotional. So if somebody says something to me, it goes like straight to my head. In terms of bad things, okay, not good things. Good things don't go straight to my head. Apart from other things, I think whenever would be a good time, that's the time that I would be telling you guys about that particular thing, simply because I don't feel like right now is the right time, to be very honest, because that's a sort of area that I don't really want to cover at the moment. Whenever is a good time, I will definitely tell you guys about it. I just get motivated because I like what I do, so I don't really need motivation. I'm just really happy doing it, and it's kind of like second nature to me. Monetizing your blogs, you can just Google that. I don't think you need like my advice for it, to be very honest. There's amazing articles online that tell you how to monetize your blog. And I think nowadays you can just Google anything, you'll find the answer. So try Googling it. I'm pretty sure that's not helpful at all, but you should try. I am planning to do a lot of self-help videos. I'm planning to do like a whole series of just me talking. And I was thinking about calling it Talk Komal Talk or Komal Talks. So that's coming up. Don't worry about that. I'll also ask you guys what exactly do you want me to talk about. I think I'd rather have hands for feet, simply because then I can grab like with four hands, and I'm very calculative that ways, and that means survival rate rises up because you have like four hands. I'm planning to do a room tour. The problem is that I haven't bought any sheets for my bed, and I don't have any curtains right now, so I want to like get it completely on and then show it to you guys. I graduated, then I post-graduated. My graduation trill was from Ramjas. I did my bachelor's in English literature from there, and I did my master's in English literature from Venkateshwara, which is in South Campus. I'm obsessed with decor, okay? So what happens is, if you're obsessed with decor, which if you go anywhere, you're going to find something to buy, which is decor, and then you're going to come home, and then you're going to come home, and then you're going to be like, oh shit, my room is pink and I've got like a red vase, so it won't work. So I basically just painted my room white because now I can buy all the decor that I like. That rhymed. I should make a song about it. Meet and greets are a little difficult to kind of do, simply because there's just a lot of planning involved. I like to do proper ones with like brands involved, simply because I don't want a lot of things to go haywire, and whenever brands are involved, the meet and greets go better because I have support, and it just works out better. And so whichever meet and greet that you will find me doing will be like a nice organized one, so you guys would have to wait, I guess. This one is so deep. Okay, I think I would like to have my dadi back simply because she passed away when I was really young, and everybody tells me that she really loved me, and just, her wisdom. I need all of that wisdom. So yeah, I'm not actually reading any favorite books at the moment. The only ones that I do have is a theory of music, but this is just because I'm reading it. It's not really like a book. Surprisingly, my name is actually not supposed to be from K. My name is actually supposed to be from V. And the Panditji that saw my kundli, when you're younger, he messed it up. He thought I was a Gemini in Hindi, but I'm actually a Taurus in the Hindi moon sign. So that was fun. Okay, let's do something fun. If you guys can come up with names with a V for me, leave it in the comments box. I want to read this. You guys will be the first to know, believe me. Don't worry about that. It's not planned. Nothing is planned. Nothing is happening right now. And I don't know why this question like keeps coming up. It's kind of endearing, really, but when I do that, I'll definitely let you guys know. It's not like I'm gonna secretly wed in a secret ceremony. So my favorite dish has to be masoor dal and chawal, and if you can put in like some aloo that has been like fried a little bit. I don't like to think of men as smart or dumb. I mean, one person is like a mix of both. Like certain things they might be smart at and certain things they might be dumb at. That doesn't necessarily make them a type, and I don't see men as types. So I think I would have to give a diplomatic answer because I feel like if I was a dude, and if you were to ask me this question, if I would say like yes to like either of them, it would be considered sexist. And if I do it, it's also considered sexist. So I like men that are like pretty balanced and can think and can hold a conversation. I am a full-time YouTuber, blogger, online like personality or whatever you can call it. I also study music right now, and I've just started to study anthropology. I just thought you guys would be interested in that, and I felt like nobody in India was doing anything like that. And I feel like the real sort of like diet the Indians take is very, it's kind of like different. Then my food videos were anyways very well received by people, so I thought let me just show you guys what I eat in a day, and it will be really nice because you guys might not know this because I haven't told you, but I just enrolled in IGNU space. It's essentially a university. It's called an open university where you can learn, you can enroll in courses, and it's really good for people who are working like me, who don't necessarily have time to go to classes, but at the same time they want to learn. So I just enrolled in anthropology, which is something that I've always been interested in, and right now I thought is the best time for me to enroll, and I did. So let's see how that works out, and I'm really excited to start like studying and maybe potentially making like research papers for it. I absolutely love the fact that there are so many people that view me, and sometimes I'll be anywhere and somebody would come up to me and be like, are you Komal? And it's really nice because I get to meet people that I potentially couldn't have, people from different cities, people from different social backgrounds, different economic backgrounds, basically just a dynamic span of people that I would never have met, would never have interacted with, know me, and they come up to me and they talk to me, and it's just this amazing, like, how should I put it, it's just I know so many people now, and it's so nice to know so many people at such different places in their life that weirdly some connection or the other always comes up. That's it. That was my super long Q&A video. I hope you guys like this video. If you guys have anything to say about this video, you can leave a comment in the comments box below. And if you like this video a lot, you can also subscribe to it by clicking on the red subscribe button that's right there. That's it.